Hannan is one of those rare companies that is actually taking big steps into the unknown, and it's actually not the common thing, but it's how we make big discoveries. So at my stage of my career, 5 or 6 years ago, I sat down with some colleagues and said, where can we make big discoveries where people haven't looked before? And we went to Peru, where I've spent many years, and we went out over the Andes into the high jungle towards the Amazon, but still in the jungle and mountains, and we've got some of the world's largest targets, literally over hundreds of kilometres, and we've been there for a couple of years now. We've attracted some of the biggest partners to the table, and we're taking a big swing. So I'm a geologist. I've made many discoveries around the world, including in Peru and Europe and Australia. So you get a bit of few grey hairs behind the eyes, and you have some success over the years. So I've made people money in the capital markets over the last 25 years. I've got Tinker, Tasman, Mawson. We've got a great discovery in Australia called Southern Cross at the moment. So I know how to find things, and I'd say Hannan is going to be one of the best discoveries of my career. We'll talk about the timeframes, which is really important, but yeah, I'm very excited about what we're doing. We've also got a great team behind us, people that I've worked with in Peru for 25 years. So literally from the 90s, running the company, and people I know and trust. Lars Dalenborg is a Swedish guy who I've worked with for the last 15 years. He runs the day-to-day, and he's a very strong geologist and somebody that I actually need to do all those hard yards, and that he is. Elephant country. So you look for projects and mines. You go to basically the fertility of the Earth's crust, and Peru has got that in spades. It's number 1, 2, 3, or 4 in most metals. So there's no denying that Peru is a place to be. Then we found places in Peru where nobody's looked, in that back arc environment, where we found sediment-hosted copper over hundreds of kilometres, and a new porphyry copper zone over 150 kilometres as well. Variable. It's a fantastic jurisdiction in terms of finding lots of metal, and if you know Peru, you can make it work. It's certainly tough today to get drill permits, and a lot of people have shied away from that, and there's an opportunity because there's more metal than most places on Earth, and we know how to operate there. So hold tight, where we've got drill permits stacking up behind us, and over the next 1, 2 to 5 years, we'll be drilling multiple targets. So we have 2 key projects to get down to specifics. We've got a sediment-hosted system. We've got the Japanese government as partners there, and they're spending $35 million on that project. And so we have a dedicated team, and we're spending about $2 million a year on that project. So that is coming very close to drilling. So that we've been waiting 2 years, and yeah, stay tuned for that. You'll see hopefully some news very shortly around those matters. We also have a 100% owned project called Valiente, which is going to be our focus in terms of dollars, shareholder funds, which is very exciting. It's 17 different porphyries, skarns, epithermals, and we've got a team. We've got 7 or 8 geologists running around the ground making lots of discoveries there. Yeah, it's quite amazing. We're looking for some of the world's biggest copper systems. The sediment-hosted system has a Kufa-Schiefer as an analogue, and the porphyries speak for themselves in the home of porphyries. And we've never drilled a hole yet, so we're making these grassroots discoveries in elephant country, taking that big swing that most aren't, and we've attracted some of the biggest partners to the table. So the Japanese government is JOGMEC. JOGMEC is a part of the government that goes out and partners with companies like ourselves to supply the future metals into Japan. So they're a great partner, very strong. Japanese say what they do and do what they say, and we couldn't hope for a better partner in that respect. And then on the equity level, we have Teck, Canada's biggest mining company, as a partner at the equity level. So we've attracted some of the biggest names in the industry without having a hole yet. So I think that speaks to the opportunity. Yeah, we're going to have a string of pearls, literally, and we've got all those targets lining up now. So we've got 2 environmental permits into the system. We're looking to get the 3rd in, where we'll get drill permits. We're getting close to that JOGMEC joint venture to be being drilled. We'll be drilling another project, a porphyry. And so you'll see a string of pearls as we drill all these major targets. And really the only question is about the grade of these systems. Can any one of them be that grade that we're looking for, especially the porphyries? And so, you know, you've got to drill and drill and drill to find things in the business. So, but in any one project, they're billion-dollar discoveries, and we've got 18 of them. So we've got a good shot, our first mover advantage. It's going to be a watershed year for us because definitely we'll be drilling. We haven't spoken. We've got a project down in Chile that's a smaller scale, but nevertheless a very compelling porphyry target down there. We'll be drilling there. We'll be drilling on the JOGMEC joint venture. We'll be trying to drill at the Valiente project, which is a porphyries. I don't know if we'll see a drill rig there this year, but that's very different. We spent 2 years setting ourselves up, doing all that grassroots, early stage work, the geophysics, the mapping, and it's all ready to go, and this is the year. Timing. Don't tell me what to buy, tell me when. And so copper obviously has a great future. Just pick your moments. We know what we're doing. We're doing something very different. This is a very low market cap company, but could change overnight by any one of the many discoveries we've got. We've got some of the biggest partners in the world backing us. We're well supported financially also on the equity side. So take a look, do a deeper dive, and you'll see something very different than most of our peers are doing.